You pull yourself out of bed at 3 a.m. for the second time tonight to use the restroom. Your lower back hurts with a dull heaviness, and by mid-afternoon, your ankles are tight and swollen inside your shoes. You probably dismiss this as just another irritating aspect of getting older, but I'm telling you right now that these aren't just normal indications of aging. These are the anguished, quiet moans of kidneys that are suffocating from a toxic overload. If you continue to disregard these subtle warning signs, you will end up with irreversible kidney tissue destruction and a life reliant on a dialysis machine. A groundbreaking study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association exposed a scary reality. Nearly half of persons over the age of 75 have some form of chronic renal disease, but the great majority remain unaware of the danger until their kidneys fail. Most doctors never explain this. Your kidneys work as a heavy-duty filtration plant for your blood throughout the night, but the first liquid that meets your lips in the morning determines whether those trapped toxins are permanently flushed down the drain or forcibly reintroduced into your bloodstream. Simply changing your first morning beverage can create a significant physiological flush that eliminates cellular waste quickly. Today, I'm going to share 4 specific morning drinks that will help your aging kidneys. But you must stick with me because I will soon reveal the one incredibly popular morning drink that is currently damaging your kidney cells as we speak. Hello, my name is Doctor. For the past 30 years of my medical career, I have committed my entire practice to geriatric healthcare, working closely with older folks to safeguard their organ function, prolong their life, and keep them out of the hospital. Before we get into the specific protocols that can improve your kidney health today, I want you to be absolutely honest with me. What is the first thing you drink when you wake up in the morning? Please leave your response in the comments section right now so that we can discuss it. And if this is your first time visiting my online clinic, please like this video, share it with your loved ones who may be at risk, and subscribe to the channel to ensure you never miss out on this life-saving medical knowledge. Let us go right to the heart of your kidney health. As we age into our 60s and beyond, our bodies experience significant physiological changes. One of the most harmful changes is a gradual, silent reduction in kidney mass and overall filtration capacity. The millions of microscopic filters inside your kidneys, known as nephrons, harden and wear out over time. Compounding the danger is a physiological shift in the aging brain that causes our normal thirst mechanism to wane. I've seen several elderly patients hurry into my emergency room because they didn't feel thirsty, resulting in serious dehydration and acute kidney dysfunction. When you wake up, your body has been fasting and processing bodily waste for approximately 7 to 8 hours. Your blood is thicker, and your urine contains a significant concentration of acidic metabolic waste. As a result, the absolute best and most important first drink of the morning is a glass of pure, room temperature water. From a strictly therapeutic standpoint, pure water is the ultimate biological solvent. When you drink water first thing in the morning, you immediately increase your blood volume. This crucial process relieves your heart's pumping burden and generates a mild, consistent hydrostatic pressure that moves blood smoothly through your kidneys. This permits the elderly nephrons to filter out harmful wastes such as urea without straining. Furthermore, extremely concentrated morning urine is a known breeding ground for kidney stones, which can leave irreversible scarring on delicate tissue. Rehydrating quickly after waking dilutes those harmful minerals before they may solidify. Of course, I must counsel my patients who have congestive heart failure or extensive kidney illness. In certain circumstances, your primary physician must carefully monitor your fluid intake because damaged kidneys struggle to digest significant amounts of water. Once you've achieved a critical baseline of morning hydration, we can include beverages that provide targeted, active protection for your sensitive urinary system. This brings me to a drink that is extremely potent yet widely misunderstood by the general public. pure, unsweetened cranberry juice. In my 3 decades of medical practice, one of the most catastrophic problems I've seen in older folks is a urinary tract infection. In a younger person, this might just give a minor burning sensation. However, in people over the age of 65, this can quickly progress into a full-blown medical catastrophe. The germs can quickly migrate up the ureters and infect the kidneys, resulting in lasting structural damage. What's more disturbing is that older folks frequently do not experience the classic burning signs at all. Instead, an infection often manifests as abrupt, severe bewilderment, intense tiredness, or unexpected falls. This is where pure cranberry juice can provide an outstanding daily shield. Cranberries include active molecules known as proanthocyanidins, which work as an invisible, non-stick protective coating for the delicate cellular lining of your bladder and urinary system. When hazardous bacteria try to hook onto the walls and proliferate, these substances prevent them from gaining a strong hold. Because germs cannot stick, they are expelled harmlessly from your body. By drinking a little diluted glass of this juice in the morning, you efficiently cleanse your entire system of these microscopic invaders. You should go for pure, unsweetened cranberry juice rather than sugar-loaded drinks at the grocery store, as large levels of liquid sugar will harden your blood vessels and exacerbate renal damage. I urge my elderly patients to combine 1 part of this tart juice with 3 parts plain water. It is naturally low in potassium, which is good news because aging kidneys frequently struggle to safely filter out extra dietary potassium. This easy habit also delivers a good source of natural vitamin C, a powerful antioxidant that neutralizes the harmful free radicals produced during your kidney's nocturnal filtering process. Moving forward from the critical antioxidant protection we just discussed, we must address another significant silent hazard to your aging renal system: chronic, low-grade inflammation. Over decades, regular physiological wear and tear combined with environmental pollutants keeps your inside tissues in a permanent state of moderate swelling and cellular stress. To tackle this effectively, one of the most impressive morning beverages you can incorporate into your regular regimen is freshly made green tea. I understand that many of my elderly patients are quite attached to their heavy morning pot of dark roast coffee, but green tea is a very different therapeutic instrument. It is a very delicate, calorie-free beverage that delivers a complex, active defensive system for your susceptible kidney cells. Green tea's genuine medicinal value stems from its high concentration of natural bioactive chemicals known as catechins, notably epigallocatechin galati, or EGCG. In the clinic, I frequently explain to my patients that these precise compounds serve as microscopic fire extinguishers, flowing directly through your circulation to extinguish the smoldering inflammation within your renal tissue. When your kidneys are less inflamed, they can filter your blood more efficiently and easily. Furthermore, EGCG has been proven to actively reduce the amount of oxalates in urine. Oxalates are small crystalline crystals that combine with calcium to generate painful kidney stones. As we age, our bodies naturally become less efficient at eliminating these heavy minerals, making stone formation a serious and growing problem that can result in physical obstructions and infections. Green tea naturally disrupts the hazardous crystal buildup. Perhaps most crucially, high blood pressure is one of the most common causes of renal failure in the senior population. Your kidneys are made up of thousands of fragile, tiny blood arteries. If your blood pressure is continuously high, the strong pressure will physically blow out and scar these fragile veins over time. Green tea consumption on a regular basis enhances endothelial function, which relaxes blood vessels, improves circulation, and gradually lowers overall blood pressure. To make it correctly and gain the most medical effect, never use actively boiling water, as the intense heat will permanently damage the delicate antioxidant ingredients. Allow the water to settle for a minute after boiling before pouring it over the leaves and steeping for only 2 to 3 minutes. Adding a modest squeeze of fresh lemon changes the chemical composition somewhat, allowing your aging digestive system to absorb those protecting catechins more effectively. While healing teas and therapeutic juices are good for cellular hydration, many of my patients over the age of 65 have a noticeable decrease in appetite in the morning. Forcing down a heavy traditional breakfast, such as fried eggs and greasy meats, causes a tremendous amount of blood to be immediately diverted to your digestive tract, thus depriving your kidneys of the regular blood flow they require to begin their daily filtering. This is why I strongly recommend a nutrient-dense, kidney-friendly smoothie as a liquid breakfast. A correctly prepared smoothie provides necessary vitamins, fiber, and water in a pre-digested form that is extremely kind on your aging gastrointestinal system. However, the specific substances you use in that blender can be the difference between life and death for your kidneys. When your kidney function is impaired by age or disease, your body loses its ability to filter potassium efficiently. Potassium levels that silently accumulate in your system might induce sudden, deadly cardiac arrhythmias. As a result, you should avoid including high-potassium fruits such as bananas or big amounts of oranges in your morning smoothie. Instead, you should rely on the absolute best fruits for aging kidneys: fresh blueberries and strawberries. These specific berries are unusually low in harmful potassium, but extremely high in natural plant chemicals known as polyphenols. Consider polyphenols a biological rust-proofing solution for your aging cells. They especially fuel the mitochondria, which are the tiny energy-producing factories within your kidney cells, ensuring that they have the cellular endurance to filter heavy metabolic waste all day. I really prefer plain, unsweetened yogurt as the liquid base for this meal. As we age, the delicate balance of good microorganisms in our digestive tract deteriorates. Plain yogurt contains a high concentration of probiotics, which help rebuild your gut microbiota. Medical science now recognizes that a healthy, balanced gut significantly reduces the amount of systemic inflammation in your bloodstream, indirectly relieving a major inflammatory burden on your kidneys. Simply combine a handful of low-potassium berries, plain yogurt, and some ice. It is critical that you do not add table sugar, artificial syrups, or sweetened commercial fruit juice to this mixture. Refined sugar is extremely poisonous to your vascular system, generating instant spikes in blood glucose levels that quickly harden your arteries and utterly ruin all of the cellular healing work you are actively attempting to do. Now that we've covered how to properly nourish your body with a low-potassium, antioxidant-rich lunch, I'd like to discuss the dark side of our morning routines. I promised you something right at the start of our time together today. I promised you that I would reveal the single most harmful morning habit that millions of older folks unintentionally engage in every day, a routine that actively suffocates their kidney cells. In my decades of clinical practice, I've seen this seemingly benign daily activity lead numerous patients into stages 3 and 4 chronic renal disease. That habit is waking up excessively thirsty after a full night's sleep and immediately overloading your system with highly processed, sugar-laden commercial coffee creamers and artificial flavor syrups, entirely ignoring water. Many of my patients prefer these thick, sweet creamers because they effectively cover the bitter taste of dark roast coffee. But as a physician, I must tell you exactly what happens inside your body when you consume them. After 8 hours of sleep, your blood volume is low and your kidneys are in desperate need of pure fluids to flush out the night's metabolic waste. Instead of water, you are injecting a shockwave of liquid refined sugar, hydrogenated oils, and chemical preservatives right into your veins. The huge increase in blood glucose behaves almost like microscopic shards of glass, scraping and hardening the delicate blood vessels inside your kidneys. Even in people who have not been formally diagnosed with diabetes, the continuous morning sugar surge causes diabetic nephropathy over time. However, the dangers of commercial creamers extend far beyond their sugar levels. To make these beverages shelf-stable and creamy, manufacturers add synthetic chemical phosphates. In a youthful, healthy body, the kidneys can easily filter out extra phosphorus. However, in an older adult with naturally deteriorating kidney function, the aging nephrons are unable to filter these artificial phosphates from the blood quickly enough. As a result, poisonous phosphorus accumulates in your bloodstream and begins aggressively sucking calcium directly from your bones. This not only accelerates osteoporosis and increases the chance of fatal hip fractures, but the misplaced calcium also travels through your blood and permanently hardens the tissues inside your heart valves and kidneys. It is a silent, daily trauma to your renal system that you cannot detect until the damage has been done and is irreversible. This is precisely why I am so passionate about the 4 healing beverages we discussed today. Kidney failure is rarely an unexpected overnight occurrence. It is nearly often the unfortunate cumulative effect of decades of minor, seemingly trivial morning decisions that most people simply disregard until they are sitting in a nephrologist's office contemplating dialysis possibilities. The good news is that cellular healing and kidney protection work in exactly the same way. To safeguard your aging organs, you don't need pricey medical procedures, difficult fasting regimens, or a few experimental substances. Simply stop starting your day with chemical stress and instead begin with physiological support. When you choose to wake up tomorrow and drink a simple glass of room temperature water, you immediately increase your blood volume and relieve a significant stress on your aged heart and kidneys. When you drink diluted, pure, unsweetened cranberry juice, you are actively forming an invisible, non-stick barrier against catastrophic bacterial infections that destroy kidney tissue. When you brew a warm cup of green tea, minute anti-inflammatory ingredients are sent directly to the site of cellular injury, gently lowering your blood pressure. When you choose a simple berry and probiotic yogurt smoothie over a heavy, oily breakfast, you are nourishing your cellular energy factories while avoiding a catastrophic potassium overdose. I don't want you to feel overwhelmed and think you have to make all of these adjustments tomorrow morning. Medical perfection isn't the goal here. The goal is to make consistent and steady improvement. I merely ask that you select only one of these protective drinks tomorrow. Replace your chemical coffee creamer with a glass of plain water or a cup of hot green tea. Your kidneys work for you every second of your life, filtering, balancing, and keeping you alive without asking for a rest. The very least we can do as we age is give them the soothing, hydrating start they deserve every morning. Thank you for welcoming me into your home today and entrusting me with your health. Please take care of yourselves. Please let me know if this video impacted your heart or inspired you to reflect on your own journey. Please share your opinions in the comments section. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel, press the bell button, and share it with a friend or loved one who may need this comfort. Make wise decisions tomorrow morning, and I look forward to seeing you at our next consultation.